North Southeast visionless leaders made it Nigeria's region of poverty problems. Jega. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Mr. Jega major indices of development shows that the North is backward on all fronts. He attributed the terrible statistics to poor Northern leaders. Now the news in detail. Former chairman of INEC Ataharu Jega says Northern Nigeria is the headquarters of poverty, insecurity, and hosts of other problems in the country because leaders from the region are selfish and lack vision for development. The major indices of these crises manifested themselves from the northern part of this country. Whether it is poverty, youth unemployment, security challenges, maternal mortality, out-of-school children, lack of girl-child education, and early marriage, as well as the challenge of reproduction for females, Mr. Jega said. Anything you can think of, the terrible statistics come from the northern part of this country. And why is it so? That is the key question. Mr. Jega made this statement on Monday at a lecture in honor of the late northern icon Maitama Sule. The event was organized by the Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG, and was held at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua University, Katsina. The Umaru Musa Yar'Adua University, Katsina. While eulogizing both late Maitama Sule, a diplomat and politician, and Premier of Northern Nigeria, Ahmadu Bello, for their selfless leadership, Mr. Jega berated other leaders in the region as selfish and visionless. Today we remember the Maitama Sule, the Ahmadu Bellos, Ita Katais, and many others. These were people who led and protected the North and ensured that the North developed in accordance with its ability and their own abilities as leaders. While we cherish the memories of what had happened in the past, what kind of leadership have we got from the northern part of this country, Mr. Jega said. We have so-called leaders who are selfish, who are not selfless, greedy, who have a narrow vision in terms of how this country can develop, not to talk about the region where they came from. They really lack intellectual capacity to be classified as leaders. President Muhammadu Buhari, former military dictator Sani Abacha, Murtala Mohammed, Ibrahim Babangida, Yakubu Gowon, and even many contemporary northern leaders have in the past been criticized for not doing much to emancipate the vast population of poor and illiterate masses of the north. Well, Mr. Jega, you've said it all. Sincerely, I keep wondering why it keeps happening. Time and time again. These people, no doubt, they are like the most. When you talk of in backward state, in education, in development, in everything. That is why you when you see these people, when they complain, this headers issue now, when they complain, you're like, people are moving forward. Why would you still be thinking like this? And yes, these people have been clutching to leadership to power. You cannot even develop your own region as little as your own, let me say, region is big, as little as your own state or local government. You can let the light, let it be that your local government will be the candle that lights up others. Yet these people keep clutching, and I do not know people who keep voting for them, what they see. What is the competency you see? Some of them do not just arise to become leaders. Some of them, you go back down in history, you find out that these people have actually been in the position where they could help their own communities, and they did not. And yet, people of Nigeria, because they are from the north, very, very gullible. You see them voting for them. When it comes to education, they are backwards. When it comes to, people are moving forward, we're in the jet age, tech and all things are happening. People are trying to leave being called illiterates. People are trying to leave the term third world nations. these people continue to remain in that position. Just recently, do you know what happened? I know you know, but I'll tell you. The Accountant General of the Federation hid, and he went to a family. That particular girl has no mother. Her mother died. Went to the girl's family. I did not know how he located the girl. Somebody brought him to the girl's family, and he married that girl against the family's will. Now, it was said that this girl's father is actually, I don't know if he's a custom officer, but he is in one of these government parastatals now. Who knows what this accountant general has told him to have given him his 16-year-old daughter. What do you want this girl to learn? How do you want her to grow and develop? Do you know the nations she is carrying on her back if she does not break free from the illiteracy of that generation? Do you know how many people are in child marriage? Even if you want to come and start singing those that encourages child marriage, they are still these people. They have done so little for their people. And yet I am still wondering why during elections. Well, it is clear. It is clear because these people, because they do not know so much, they come and whatever they are told, they just jump onto it and they do it. People who now have much now see them as tools to be used. They don't see them as human beings. That is what happens. That is exactly what happens. While I'm not going to come and start saying, Mr. Jega, what did you do? He's saying the truth. I'm not going to discard his message. His message carries a lot of weight. What have you done? What have you done for your communities? I say again, people who were from the north, if you check them, they are either at one point they have been in different government organizations or parastatals. And if you check their serving capacity, you will see that they did not do well. Yet, these people vote them in. Why? Because they're gullible. There is no knowledgeable thinking person that is very rational and is illiterate that will pick someone who has not been able to prove that in your small capacity, you have been serving as this or that in this government, a parastatal. This is what you have done. If you have not done it, that person will not. Except you want to be gullible and you are only after your pocket or your stomach infrastructure. So Mr. Jega has really, he has stripped them. This one is burying them naked. What is wrong in making sure your people are educated? What is wrong in making sure your region develops at the same pace as others? What is wrong in making sure these people come out of this poverty mentality? What is wrong in making people see the light that you have seen? Why don't you be the positive thing that people will continue to talk about for the rest of their life, rather than be something that, he's giving me this, he's giving me this, giving me money. You don't give them money and don't give them education. That is what these people do. I will give them money because if I give them education, education has shown them the light. It is unfortunate. It is quite, and it is indeed unfortunate.